What it is the one and only original Louisiana homie. T-Money the Dow, if you're here with another Put It Out There. You already know what it is. It's the Creole King who I am. We want to touch on a very touchy subject today. A lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people right now today is overwhelmed by the fact that they finding out that the Native Americans is the so-called Negroes or Afro-Americans or whatever you want to call them. And I feel that's astounding. That's wonderful. However, I do want to let a lot of our teachers and scholars know. I need to let them know. Y'all all doing a wonderful, Brazilian, extensive research, and coming out with beautiful results. I love the job y'all doing. But I want to make a footnote that keep in mind that we still exist today. So it's like when people giving up the narrative a lot, and this is for a lot of our Indian, Native, Black, or whatever you want to call yourself, our indigenous teachers who's coming out a lot of these pages who I salute, I support, and follow. Keep in mind that we are still here today. So when you do paint your narrative, paint it the way you paint it, but also reference it today, meaning that us in Southwest Louisiana, we never forgot. See, the point is we were so blocked out and isolated from the rest of America for so long coming up. We just bust out the wound in the 90s. So now a lot of America is starting to come and study our culture. And in those times, they already done created a Zygote effect or a illusion and shaped our culture the way they wanted with the Cajun and the French and all this. And they still have the native. But by the time y'all come to see it, y'all got to deal with the shapes the way they shaped it. And y'all got to peel the layers back to see the truth. But I'm here to tell y'all, hey, look, I am the original. I'm original Ishak. I am the original Ishak. I'm the chief of all. I'm the chief of the Ishak tribe. This is the thing. I'm the king chief. I'm not just a regular chief because we have like 8 bands, but I'm the king chief. I'm the chief of all the bands. I'm over all of them. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these chiefs might not want to accept it because they old in age and they put in their work, but their work won't go unnoticed by the Most High. The Most High sent me to do my job. So when the Most High give you your scroll and your role, you're going to do what you're doing. A lot of these chiefs from the Texas branch coming into the West, the Eastern, have sold out to the government, to the federal government, to get recognition by the world. We don't do that. You know, the Southwest Louisiana band, we not doing that because we don't have to prove to y'all who we are when y'all already got our records. I need the world to understand we didn't become Americanized until the 80s/90s. Literally in 1993, where I'm from, we still had livestock animals running around the city. Like we still raised cattle, pig, chickens, ducks, turkey. I'm talking about this 93, 94, 95. Yeah, like we still live on the original land that our ancestors lived on. We never moved there. We always lived there, raised there. It still exists. We still there. My family's still there. We still there. Like we own majority of that land. You know, a lot of it we have to dispute now, but we ain't dispute nothing. We know who we are. So we don't have to go to nobody and get resignation. For what? Y'all know who we are. Listen, I want all my old Carib tribes to understand this. You know, because sometimes calling us Indians is a byword. But I want all my Carib tribes to understand this. Everybody, man, like you, if you here right now, you are who you are. Now, our history is being stolen in the front of our eyes. Like, meaning that I'm a real native. But they writing about my people. Now look, they got pictures of my great-great-great-grandfather, like paintings that we know, my family know who that is, because we've been had that since we was young. Like in the house, we knew about that. They never had to, like, we never knew nothing about Africa until we went to school. Like we never heard of Africa until we went to school. We never heard of a lot of things like till we went to school. But at home, when we was on our land like we is today and on our rural land at home before the school system, we knew we was the native of this land. Yeah, we call ourselves Indians sometimes, but we just lived. We were just indigenous. You know what I'm saying? We seen the white man come. I remember in my village, because my people, we the law. We was the cops, martial law. When a white person would come, now this is 92. This is 89, 90, 91, 92. This is these years. If a white man would come down Dar-Melison Road, at the beginning of my great grandmother and my great grandfather road on my mom's side, her grandmother and grandfather, when they would start at their house, by the time you get to my mom's house, everybody knew a white man was coming down that way, watching and waiting for you. Now we don't have no telephones, just listen. And the next road is called Zinzin Road. That's my great grandmother on my father's side. And Zin means, her name is Zizin, but the word Zinion means Indian. So that lets you know her name means Indian. You know what I'm saying? She's the whole land. So when you get on her road, on Indian Road in English, everybody, which is all our cousins, all my cousins and English, they all knew a white man was coming. And they knew where that white man was going, who he was looking for, what he was doing back there. And if not, my cousins them or my uncles them was going to come up on some horses and you had to leave. Yeah, listen, I remember when the police would come get people that would get lost back there, white people, and pull them and make them leave. Because, like, we would corner them in. You couldn't cross the bridge. So, like, a lot of people, just like how the Haitians is, we Creole, but we Indians, native. You couldn't cross that bridge. So, we had our own government, our own law. So when y'all give the story to my writers and scholars, and I love the work y'all doing, when y'all give the stories, I just want y'all to keep in consideration that I'm an Indian, I'm a native Atakapa. You can see my little bush on my head, like my grandfather on the picture. They love to show my grandfather picture, him standing up by the same yard with the bush. That's me. You can see the ears, you can see my nose. Oh my God, I wish I could have showed y'all the actual picture. Next video, I promise. So you can see, but we already knew this because we have that in our house. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of those pictures we already have in our house. Like, we already knew that. We was raised up with the little crafty dolls. They made our clothes for us. Like, we didn't get, only way you got American clothes is if your parents worked a corporate job, like Martin Mills, Boro, offshore, the railroad track, work on the barges, like the boats, was a farmer, stuff like that. And they travel to other states and they'll bring back stuff from their shops. But when you came to Southwest Louisiana in the rural areas and shop in the rural boutique stores, you either got Acadiana French style made clothes or Louisiana Creole Indian style clothes. And that's it. And every era of the Louisiana Creole Indian style clothes, it always diverse because you have to understand when they used to sew our clothes. So our clothes that were sewed was thick and heavy, like how the Indians, y'all see on the pictures, we had different types of clothing. It's not just the little one thing with the feathers. We had all type of attires. The brown suit with the brown pants, that was our good suit. We had that. I had that with the little red, the burgundy strings on the side with the little pop. We had that. The Indian suit that y'all was seeing, they sold that. They made that by hand. Like I had one. A lot of us had that. Like that was our good suit. We put that on for certain holidays. The girls, same thing. When y'all see them dresses, with them big white dresses with all them patches and colors, the Creole style dress. See, those style of dress came from the French era, but there's a way they dress in the Spanish era. They dress totally different than the way you see them in the pictures in the big Creole dresses with the green, blue, red patches with the term on it. They dress different. That was the French era. That's when the French was ruling. But the era before that, during the Spanish era, they dressed totally different. And in the era before the Spanish, they dressed totally different. You know what I'm saying? And being that we was cut off from the rest of the world, we still held on to a lot of those cultures from the before the Common Era, before Columbus. So a lot of the way we dress was still like that. Even if we had some American clothes, we made it into our own. Some people cut the sleeves off, cut the neck off, cut the top. We always made our own style of clothes. Like we didn't understand this. So when y'all tell the story, all I'm saying is I want y'all just to do me a favor, out of love, keep in consideration and try your best to push the narrative that these people is still here today living their culture. We don't have to relearn who we are. The rest of America got to know who we is. You know what I'm saying? And now that we pushing this Creole thing, it's giving us a face, but we got to come back to reality. Creole is just our culture. We are native, Atakapa and Ishak people. We are Ishak people. I'm an Ishanian. I'm from the tribe of Ishak. I'm from the Bayou Tej Band. You dig? I'm from the Bayou Tej Band. Sorry. Yeah, I'm from the Snake Band. I come from the Snake Band. I'm the king. I'm the chief. The new young chief that Allah put in place. Our God, Allah, Yahweh, Elohim put me in place to do this. If it was given for any other chief, they would have do what we about to do. A lot of them old in rank. They can't go to war. They can't stand the physical combat, but we can. So we here, and this is why we here. It's not about making no peace treaty. We ain't doing that. We ain't asked for none of this. So why, the way we came in is how we going out. That's just what everybody Allah giving us. How we came in is how we going out. We not coming try no other way, but the way how y'all brought us in is how we gonna go out. All praise due to Allah. You're not looking at the original Atakapa Ishak de Louisiana Creole King, T. Money the Dalphia, Chief New Lulu Bird. That is my original name given to me by my real people, ancestors. When I was a child, that's the name they gave me. My government name came from when I had to go into the schools. Outside of schools, I never used that name. You know what I'm saying? All my families call me Lulu or Lulu Bird or Nu. That is my name. Nu or Lulu Bird. And that's it. Lulu Bird or Nu. And that's my chief name. Chief Nu. Lulu Bird. King of the Atakapa tribe. The Ishak tribe. Yeah. And you see the difference? We go further than that. My knowledge extends damn near to the beginning of the universe. That's the difference I have on a lot of other chiefs within the Atakapa kingdom. It's like the lilies it's like the grass of the fields. Everybody grew in time. What Allah have given me was meant for me. And this is why we're here now today. So shout out to the brothers keeping us alive. I hope this video find you in time. We don't have to do Ancestry.com because we just became Americanized in the 90s. I could take you there. There's a video I'm going to post in the description, made in the country. That's on the actual Indian land that we on, my people. You see us working around hard. We the real people. You could go there and see a Atakapa post. They got it posted for the world to know. When you enter this, you're in an Indian territory. But they don't never bring cameras to show y'all how we look. Like this is still us. And you could go take the ancient pictures from the 1600s and 1700s and look, and we look exactly the same. Because we all stayed and inbred with each other. We just started moving out in the late 90s, 2000. And when we move out, we go to Texas because that's our people. We all stayed within that region. More than ever, later 2000s, we started going out to the East Coast. Before that, the furthest we went was Texas and back. So I'm T. Money the Dalphia, King Lulu, chief of the Atakapa Ishak tribe, king of the Louisianos, the Creoles. I am all that in one because God made me this way. And can't nobody take that. Allahu Akbar, all praise due to God alone. There's only one and we serve. We bear witness that there's only one God, one creator, one source. Many, many gods gonna come, but there's one source, and we bear witness to that source since the beginning of the time. That source is us, and we are that source, and may that source bless us. Amen. Yeah. Let it roll, because they're gonna try to clip me when I'm doing my prayer. Share, like, subscribe, make sure you tag somebody. Peace.